Tori?
And that was Tori Spelling totally drunk off her ass. Seriously? Yeah, okay, what's the deal?
Tori and Dean Spelling, so they were at a party at Mr. Chow.
And Tori and Dean Spelling.
Come on. Let's get serious.
He's right. So, Tori and Dean Spelling were at Mr. Chow. Continue.
There's about 3 people around Tori Spelling, and she's trashed. Trashed.
Have a good night, Tori?
Maybe.
Her friend is holding her up counting. Okay, 1, 2, 3, like the steps.
Hey, Tori, how are you doing, Tori?
To be fair, maybe Tori always has 3 people holding her up. And come on, at a whopping 80 pounds, she's never far from tipsy.
She probably had like a sip of alcohol.
She is thin. Not as thin as this story, but moving on.
They put her in the front seat. They try and act like she's not. Like, okay, get home safe. And she's, of course, waving to cameras.
Well, if Tori sees the camera, she's gonna wave. Drunk, sober, in a coma, she's gonna wave.
They were obviously trying to cover her, but it's funny. It's funny because she got home safe.
Yes, people tend to do that when they're not drunk. Okay, we're done here.
Hi, how are you? How are you? I'm good, thanks. We got Maria Menudo outside of the ID. She's got a Greek background, you can tell by the last name. And we go up to her, and today's a culture lesson at TMZ. I did not know this. Isn't there something where, like, you have a loaf of bread, and there's, like, a quarter? Okay. Bake something in a loaf of bread, and then you break open the bread, and then whoever gets it wins this prize. Okay.
Coin or something special you want for someone to win that day, and you put it in there.
Okay. I know. I thought this was
Again, Greek pinata that you can eat.
Do you break a tooth? Oh, congratulations.
Do you follow that tradition, or do you follow this?
I have, but now that you remind me.
And couldn't the mom rig it too? Like, if the mom made the cake or the bread,
It takes a 14.
she knows where to cut it. Exactly. So she's gonna find favor in her kid or whoever she's going for.
Hi, there's a flaw in this whole Greek
I know. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Michael C. Hall leaving the gym in Hollywood. His
Interesting.
wife filed for divorce,
Right.
and he doesn't look very happy.
But what's interesting is, she filed for divorce, but said in the papers that they separated in August, which is right in the middle of when they were filming Dexter. And there were all these rumors that he was hooking up with Julia Stiles, and she comes out with a statement saying that she had nothing to do with the breakup of the marriage. It's just all kind of interesting.
Jennifer and Dexter didn't have a lot of scenes this season.
No, that's not true. They had scenes. I know what
They had none, but they had very
I know what
few.
you're saying.
She wasn't at the apartment. She was at Quinn's most of the time.
Yeah, but at the beginning, she was taking care of the baby, and Benjamin was there, and Dexter
You're
was
saying the
there.
second half of the season they weren't together.
It is true. They weren't together that much.
I was actually wondering where she was staying when she was mad at Quinn for those 3 episodes, because she wasn't going back to the apartment. I thought that was weird.
There are signs in Dexter, and I never even figured it out.
Hulk Hogan married longtime daughter Brooke Hogan. Sorry, longtime girlfriend Jennifer McDaniel in a romantic beachside wedding. And we have exclusive video of the tender moment. You just get off my throat. Get off my throat. Seems about right for a Hulk wedding. Yes, let's get ready to not say the trademark catchphrase that would be perfect to begin the Hulk Hogan Secondary Smackdown. Hulk's son Nick has the blow-by-blow.
I'm standing there. We're out on the back balcony of the house. And my dad's good buddy, Ron Howard, works there.
No, not that guy. This guy. Call all you want. Call all you want. Big fan.
We noticed the guy with the camera out on my dad's property.
So Ron asked him to stop filming, which led to this. Get off my throat. Get off my throat. And it gets better as the cameraman offers this detail.
Here's the deal. You're in my station.
Did he just threaten him with a gun? God, I hope no one caught that on film. Oh wait, the genius filmed it himself.
You're bringing a gun? You're just gonna threaten the I'm standing there. I'm trying to be cool because it's like a real sacred event and all that.
Wicked sacred. Anyway, the cameraman, a.k.a. Big Dummy, was escorted away by cops, although it turned out he didn't actually have a gun.
Oh, maybe it's like the Woody Allen defense. Maybe he had a gun.
I'm pointing a gun at you.
That looks like a gun.
No, he said gun.
You're in my station.
Congrats, Hulk. Can't wait to see the photos. Get off my throat.
Mark Wahlberg coming out of Mr. Chow.
Hey, where? real quick, I had a buddy of mine tell me once, this was his friendly advice. He said, listen, man, you gotta stop being Mark and act more like Mark Wahlberg. Have you ever heard that expression? Have you ever heard that? Has it made it into the streets yet?
No, but it's good advice.
It is good advice, because it made me think. I was like, you're so right.
And so, hey, congrats on all the great publicity for the fighter.
Thank you. We worked so hard to get the movie made.
Really? Yeah. Okay. You're gonna train as well too.
Train hard too, huh? 5 years altogether.
Wow. You trained for 5 years to be a boxer in that movie.
Wow. Hey, what? We missed all that. We're missing everything. Okay, hold on. What'd you say?
They had a shooting date, but they kept pushing it back. So then he couldn't stop training because you lose all your muscle and all your like boxing.
Fascinating.
Thanks, man.
Alright, we got this guy, Mark Lucas. He's on Night and Day, that movie with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz.
Did you have a lot of scenes with Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise shot me in that movie.
He shot you? Didn't we start asking about Tom Cruise doing all those stunts, you know, like hanging from buildings and all that stuff?
The guy's relentless. He will do anything that he feels is best for the project.
And we're like, but why? Like, why can't he just get a stunt guy?
Safety's become obviously something that that they will never go down that road unless he knows it's 100% safe.
Yeah. You've got to be kidding. They all think it's going to go well, right? Until somebody ends up crying.
I always wondered this about Fear Factor people. Why worry about drinking horse testicles because they are not going to give it to you if it's going to hurt you? So just chug it down.
How do you know?
Stunts go wrong all the time, man.
And furthermore, you could have an allergic reaction to horse testicles. You don't know if you're allergic because you never tried it.
Okay, you know what? Tyler, go get some horse testicles right now.
Well played.
Okay, I'll do it.
You're sitting here, like, talking about fur coats, and now you're ready to eat some, like, bring horse testicles.
No, we'll find an old horse that died.
Very good night. Have a good holiday. It's great meeting you today, brother.
Billy Bob Thornton.
And he says, I'm allergic to dairy and wheat.
Oh, man.
He got to bang Angelina Jolie for a couple of years. Fair trade. You know?
What?
Mrs. Heaton?
Well, I know you're a tough cat, but you gotta tell me what kind of scandalous stuff you did in college.
And she's like, no, it was all charity work. I'm like, come on, lady.
There are sororities that do public service stuff.
Is that what they're calling it?
Program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, Billy Bob? How you doing?
That's Billy Bob Thornton, leaving L.A. live. Now, what should we talk to him about? Let's spin the random wheel of topics! And we landed on food allergies.
What's your favorite food? If I could have it, probably pizza. I'm allergic to dairy and wheat, so that's pretty much...
Ooh, that is tough.
Aw, poor Billy Bob. What's a life without eating pizza? Wait a minute. Didn't he used to bang Angelina Jolie?
Fair trade, especially in her good years.
Disclaimer, this man does not represent the views of TMZ. Everyone else thinks you are very beautiful, Angelina Jolie, and would be honored to tap you anytime.
She looks really, really skinny, like ridiculously skinny. He had her when she was probably at her best. You are a mean human being.
And he's not the only one. Cue the Billy Bob hair jokes.
He's got the Nick Cage-like thing going on.
Yes, over the years, Billy Bob has miraculously gained back some of his hair, joining a Hollywood club that definitely does not include Jeremy Piven, John Travolta, or Rip Taylor.
I'm for a plug. I really am. I think it's for him.
That's not really surprising.
Happy holidays, Harv. Anyway, the bottom line, despite his food allergies and his hair, whatever that is, Billy Bob got to sleep with Angelina Jolie. So he wins in the end. This guy, though, might not be as fortunate.
Should I just leave her?
Yes. No, it's more fun when you're escorted out.
I read this. They're all pretty good. You guys figure it out.
We got the Simmons family, Shannon Tweed, Gene Simmons, Nick Simmons. They were leaving the Roxy. Gene and Shannon are walking out, and this kind of drunk chick goes up to Gene. She's like, girl. And she's like, So then Nick comes out.
Like, you could do anything.
Yeah.
Other than, like,
I'm in I'm an English major, so I want to write.
You want to write?
Yeah. I like that kid.
I like him a lot too.
You want to write, like, novels and stuff?
Just, yeah, books, I don't know. You ever heard of Neil Gaiman?
Yeah, you want to write books? Neil Gaiman or not Neil Gaiman?
Not Gaiman. Neil Gaiman.
Oh, Neil Gaiman.
Well, Nick does a comic book, and Neil Gaiman's a comic book writer, so...
He got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he got a lot of plagiarism things thrown at him. Oh. Anyway.
That's pretty funny, bro. All right, have a good night.
Dietro. Johnny Depp, he's in Rome, he's at the airport, he's leaving, but he's got this flannel jacket on. This is the third time I've seen him wearing this jacket, which I'm not going to find faults on him because I wear the same pants for a week in a row. And he's a dude, and it's a jacket. But he wore it to David Letterman, he wore it to the junket for the tourists, and so there he is, he's got it on again. He's loving this jacket. John, you got the best. Thank you very much, John.
It's like Christmas morning for TMZ right now. How are you?
Patricia Heaton. She looks great. We come up to her and he said,
I went to San Diego State,
yes?
and I know all about the Delta Gamma.
Gigi.
So I know.
Apparently she was a Delta Gamma.
You gotta tell me what kind of scandal and stuff you did in college.
Scandal. It's charity work. All charity work.
Yeah.
And we were blind. That was our charity. I'm like, come on, lady.
They were drunk out of their minds while they did it, but I love that when people in sororities go, oh, it's just a charitable thing, it's just charity. Really? Come on.
There are sororities that do public service stuff. I'm part of a historically black sorority, and we did a lot of community service.
Is that what they're calling it?
Listen, you have a great night. Thank you so much.
All right.
Coming up.
We got Maggie Lawson. She's on the show site. She just did a short about a date with Wonder Woman. Maggie says it's more of a darker version.
It's interesting. They all are perfect. They never poop. Do you want a poop scene in the middle of Spider-Man? What?
Check Liddell outside Cap Studio. He's got little Christmas toenails. They're red and green. He's barefoot on Hollywood Boulevard. Do you know how much urine is on Hollywood Boulevard? Any given time?
When you've got all sorts of cold and flu symptoms,